Hello traders, you are welcome back to the Forex Geek channel. Now in this video we are diving into the ICT Indices Strategy. Okay, it's a smart money approach to trading some of the most liquid markets in the world, including the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and DAX. Okay, so now when traders hear ICT, they often think of Forex pairs like Euro USD or GBP USD, you know. But the truth is, indices behave in a very similar way to currencies because they are also driven by liquidity, institutional order flow, and market timing. The ICT indices strategy helps you take these same principles and apply them to larger market baskets, which can often provide cleaner and more directional moves. Now, let us start with the core of this strategy. The ICT indices strategy revolves around four key concepts, okay? Liquidity, fair value gaps, order blocks, and displacement, all right? Together, these form the foundation of smart money concepts. First of all, talking about liquidity, indices move because liquidity gets targeted. Think about the highs, right? And the lows around the New York and London sessions. All right. So think about the highs and the lows around the New York and the London session. Price will often run liquidity above previous highs or previous lows before making its real move. Identifying where liquidity sits on your chart is the first step in applying the ICT indices strategy. Now, next, we have the fair value gaps. These imbalances occur when price makes an impulsive move in one direction. All right? When price makes an impulsive move in one direction, leaving behind inefficiency, like what we can see that happened here. Leaving behind inefficiency. In indices, fair value gaps are frequently revisited. So you can see now that we had, fair value gap, fair value gap here, even had here, right? So we have fair value gaps within this zone. And guess what? As price dropped all the way here, it eventually came back, to revisit this fair value gap zone, as you can see, right? So that means if you see a strong push, a strong bullish push on NASDAQ that leaves a clear gap, expect price to return and test that area before continuing, in the initial direction. If it was a bullish push, right? But in this case, it was a bearish push. So you can see, just expect price to come back, test this area before continuing back in the bearish direction. All right. So these act as magnets and provide high probability entry points. Now, order blocks. Institutional traders leave footprints in the form of order blocks, okay, which are the last, bullish or bearish candle before a significant move. All right. So in indices, order blocks are often highly respected, especially on higher time frames like the 1 hour or the 4 hour. All right. So watching how price interacts with these levels helps you anticipate continuation or rejection. Okay. So in this case, you can see that we actually had a bearish order block around here, which is the last bullish candle before this break of structure. right? Now, finally, displacement. This is where the market shows a decisive move away from an area of consolidation or liquidity. Displacement is a powerful confirmation that the smart money narrative is in play. Okay, when you see displacement aligned with liquidity grabs and other blocks, you have the makings of a strong ICT indices setup. Now, another important part of the ICT indices strategy is time. All right. Indices often respect specific times of the trading day. Okay. Particularly the New York Open. Particularly the New York Open. You can see that this particular push occurred around the New York Open. Can you see? You can see this is also New York. Can you see what happened? Why? Okay, in this case, there was a consolidation. You can see this is also New York, right? You can see this is also New York. You can see this is also New York. So you can see how indices react during the New York trading session, all right? So liquidity pools are often cleared during these windows, and understanding when the big moves typically occur helps you avoid unnecessary noise and focus only on the most effective setups. So how do you put this together? First of all, you map out liquidity levels, previous days highs and low session highs and lows, okay? And areas where stops are likely resting. Second, you look for order blocks or fair value gaps near these liquidity zones. Third, you wait for displacement to confirm that smart money has entered the market. And finally, you align this with session timing to find the best windows for execution. Now, the ICT indices strategy is not about predicting every tick of the market. It's about building a structured framework so you can recognize high probability scenarios. Instead of guessing, you are following a process. Identify liquidity, mark fair value gaps, track order blocks, and confirm with displacement. So if you apply these principles consistently, you'll find that indices start to look far less random and much more structured. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the ICT indices strategy, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. That wraps up this lesson on ICT indices strategy. Stay disciplined, stay patient, and I'll see you in the next video.